If something is important to you, my love, darling, you will find time no matter what. If that thing is important to you, you will definitely find time. Hi ladies, welcome back to Creating Inner Abundance. So today we are talking about either you upgrade or you degrade. So you need to move out of your comfort zone. So without any further ado, let's get started. Why is moving out of comfort zone important? Why is it not good to be in the comfort zone? And how do you define comfort zone in the first place anyway? You are in a comfort zone when you feel like you've stopped growing. Look at things around us. Look at nature. A water is fresh when it's flowing. What happens to a water when it's stagnant? It becomes pungent. Everything around us is constantly shifting. Everything around us is constantly growing. Look at nature. Look at the plants. Look at everything around us. You either upgrade or you degrade. So when you are in the state of comfort, don't be under that impression that you are staying the same. You are not. You either upgrade, and if you don't upgrade, you automatically are degrading. So it is always in our hands whether you want to grow, whether you want to evolve, whether you want to thrive, or you want to stay the same. Let's take Ravage Rosita into perspective. She does not like to grow, she does not like to read, she does not like to evolve, she stays the same. What does her routine look like on a daily basis? She wakes up disgruntled, goes to her job, complains about it, indulges in gossip, comes back, sits in front of her TV, Netflixes and chills every single day and eats whatever she likes. What happens over time, on and on and on, if this is repeated on a constant basis? You know it, right? That's not an upgrade, that's a degrade. Now imagine there is this other lady, let's call her Savage Senorita. She is constantly working on herself, she's constantly learning, she's constantly reading books. She loves to explore different things. She's making yummy meals to keep herself, she's feeding herself nutritious meals. Every evening she's coming back from her work and involving in a project for growth, for starting her own business and things like that. What will happen gradually over time with Ravage Rosita and Savage Senorita? It's simple, right? Savage Senorita, she is upgrading constantly. She's learning, she's shifting, she is constantly evolving and becoming a better and a more beautiful version of herself. But what is happening to Ravage Rosita? You know it, I know it. And that's not a pretty picture, so I won't even go there. But my point here, ladies, is that you need to get out of your comfort zone. That's it. Now, what is your excuse? One of the most popular excuses that I get all the time is, Pooja, I don't have time. I have this things to do, that things to do. Where do I fit this time in to take care of myself, to explore these things? If something is important to you, my love, darling, you will find time no matter what. If that thing is important to you, you will definitely find time. If growth is important to you, you will be investing more time in pursuing those things, right? If Netflixing and chilling is more important to you, you will find time for that. If scrolling through TikToks every day is important to you, you will find time for that. Everything is hard. Prioritizing your health is hard. Not prioritizing your health is also hard. Everything is hard, but it is up to you to decide what you need your heart to be. Whether it is the growth that you want to see in your life or whether it's the other way around. It's totally your call. So my girl, the first thing you need to do to get out of comfort zone is find time to do things that you really love and you're passionate about. That needs to be in your priority list. But how do you get the motivation to find that time? It's not easy. It's not simple, right? A human being is built in such a way that if it is not important to you, we will not even consider that thing to be an issue. If a certain thing is not a problem to us, we will not fix it. For instance, in your childhood, let me give my example. When I was a child, my mom used to tell me, you need to study, you need to get better grades, you need to have you will have a better future if you study. Do you think that was something that was going to motivate me? Do you think that was something that was going to inspire me to study? I just wanted to go out and play. That's all I cared about, right? But when my mom told me, if you get better grades in your if you get better grades in this test, I will I will buy you your favorite toy. I will give you more time to play. I will buy chocolates for you. Those were the motivating factors, and I used to work for that. That's how we all are built. We will not be motivated by things down the line. We need to have something to keep us accountable, and to see something and to have something to motivate us. If you want to lose weight, and we, like human beings, we don't act and we don't see the urgency and the importance of certain things until it is really, really, really important. For instance, I was going through a difficult time, and I was eating a lot of unhealthy foods, having a very lazy lifestyle, and I did not realize that I had put on tons of weight. By the time I actually got in the scale and realized what had happened, it is like now it's going to take me a lot of time to shed those weight back, to lose that pounds back, right? What if I had realized that earlier? What if I had already taken that into accountability? What if keeping my health in check was important to me? If I had already prioritized that, that situation would not have happened, right? We human beings, we either act out of pain, or we need to instill that motivation to get things done. So find your reasons, find your why. But before you find your why, ask yourself, when I said that, when I told you find your why, what excuses came in your mind? I'm sure at least 5, right? Listen to the top 3 excuses that came in. That is the reasons that is holding you back. That is the reason that is stopping you from being your optimum highest self, the best version of you. What is stopping you? What is stopping you from reaching your optimum potential, from being in the body of your dreams, from starting that business, from getting into that career that you always wanted to pursue, from posting that first video in YouTube, from building that confidence and talking to people? It can be anything. No one is holding you back. Only you are holding yourself back and your limiting beliefs. You need to acknowledge that, get rid of, put it in the side, and still move on. Because nothing good happens when you are stagnated, when you're in a comfort zone. You see, this is a world. It's not a womb where you're sheltered, nurtured, protected, and like nothing is going to happen to you. You need to put yourself out there. This is not a womb. You're not in a cocoon where everything is going to act out in your favor when you're safe. Do you think you will be learning anything in that environment where you're just trying to feel comfortable and survive? Put yourself out there. Know what's there. Know what is there in the unknown. Trust your gut and trust your instinct. Trust your go and just take that leap of faith and get out of it. The kind of fear that people mostly face are fear of failure, fear of criticism, and fear of success. How can someone be scared of becoming successful? I don't understand that, but that's very much in there. Don't let any of these things stop you from getting into the best version of yourself, and ask yourself, what is holding me back? What is stopping me? Why I am not doing what I am meant to do? And you will get your answer. You are going to get the answer not just to acknowledge that, but to move past that and still go and do your thing. Okay? Because that's what you are going to do. So how can you break these barriers, this fear that you're feeling from so many places, that anxiety, that overwhelm? When you feel that anxiety, that overwhelm, take a deep breath. It took a long time to gain that weight. It took a long time to stay where you are now. It took a long time to gain that courage to go and talk. It took a long time to decide that you wanted to start this business. It's not going to happen overnight. It will get uncomfortable. It will take time to shift. It will take some learning. It will take some patience. Don't believe in those people who say that you will get instant result in 10 days, 20 days. That is a lie. It depends on what journey of life you're on and how much time it will take. But if you have that right mindset, if you have that persistence to get things done, to get out of the comfort zone and acknowledge your failure and have that mindset, even before you get started, things are going to fall in place and you will have that persistence and you will have that courage to keep on going, to keep on doing what is important to you. So how painful do you want it to be? How painful do you allow this thing to get? The relationship that you're stuck at, the dream business that you're always postponing, the growth in your career that you're always seeking, the desired body, the dream body that you're always wanting to be in, the dresses that you're always putting away because you believe one day you are going to lose weight, but you're doing nothing for it. Comfort is dangerous. If you are not growing, you are shrinking. So either upgrade or you automatically degrade. You don't need the effort. You don't need to put any effort to degrade. It automatically happens. So ask yourself, how painful do you want it to get before you actually start taking action, before you actually start showing up for yourself? Do you want to see yourself in the same position as the same person with the same habits in 1 year, in 2 years, in 5 years, in 10 years? Absolutely no, right? So your why needs to be so strong in order to break that barrier. Your why needs to come not from outside, it needs to come from inside. How strong is your motivation to shift past this? How strong is your motivation to move past this? Sometimes we just self-sabotage. We get a little bit of result or we fail, we give up. When you are in this process of getting out of your comfort zone, you will experience new normals in your life. For instance, if you were okay with reading 0 pages, you have started reading 10 pages. Make that your new normal. After that, you start reading 20 pages. Make that your new normal. And slowly and gradually shift. You don't go and you need to make those transitions slowly. It's not like today you were eating junk foods and from tomorrow you start eating all the healthy foods in the world. You're basically setting yourself for failure because you're not giving yourself time to adjust. So please give yourself time to adjust. Gradually build those habits. You raise the ceiling and you raise the floor at the same time so that you gradually shift. If you try to go from here to here instantly, this massive gap that's present in between will not allow you to shift. It will not allow you to move with ease. You will not allow yourself to integrate that new normal that you want to see in your life. So in order not to self-sabotage and in order to be in that new reality, new mindset or the new habit that you want to develop, you need to raise the floor and the ceiling, but gradually, one step at a time, one bite at a time, one page at a time, one meal at a time. And that's how you will break that barrier. Your why needs to be so strong that nothing is going to stop you. That your desire to be that version of yourself needs to be so strong. This desire will keep you going. This desire will give you all the fuel. This desire will give you all the motivation that you need to keep on flourishing. And before you know it, you would have already become that person because you have gradually shifted and moved to that place over time. And you know what's the interesting thing? When your why is strong, when your why is fueled with reasons to succeed, when your why is fueled with desires, how becomes easy. How to lose weight. If you know the why, how becomes easy. How to start that dream business. If you know your why, how becomes easy. How to get into my dream relationship, my dream body. If you know the why, how becomes easy. That's the easiest things to do because you know all the things that you need to do. Why are you still not doing it? Because you don't have that intrinsic motivation, the intrinsic reason to actually go and do it. So, whatever it may be, whatever you are pursuing at the moment, with all the prayers in my heart, with all the good intentions, I want to tell you that if you put your focus, your mindset, and your willingness to be that version of yourself in the right direction, you will get it. That's how you move out of the comfort zone. So start small, start slow, stay consistent, make small positive changes in your life every day, and ask yourself, is this taking me towards the person I want to be, or is this thing that I'm doing is taking me away from the person that I truly desire to be? That's your compass. What is the point of life if you're not learning, if you're not growing, if you're not failing, if you're not changing? Isn't it? Your life is in your hands. Bring that thrill, bring that spark, bring that pleasure, bring that desire that you have in your heart. Bring all of those goodness, that juicy things that you're holding back in your heart that so badly wants to be realized into this reality. Bring all those aspects of yourself into reality. Let those dreams, let those desires, let those things that you truly want to see yourself becoming come into reality. All those things, all those aspects of yourself, it's always within you, deeply wanting to be realized. You have the keys to your life, to your queendom. So upgrade or degrade, you have the keys to your queendom. I'm sure this video brought you value. Please go and do what you have said to do. Find your whys today and start taking those actions. And until next time, please keep on creating your inner abundance. Thank you. Bye.